Hey, what is happening? Breaking news. Banks all over the country have now decided to shut down completely till after the 2023 elections over attacks. Wow. The situation was very bad. Like, it was really bad before. I bet you guys, now it's going to get worse. As in, the situation is really going to get worse because how are we going to cope? Like, is it the end of the world? I've never heard that banks, I've never heard banks go on strike before. Like, it has never happened before. How are we going to cope? How are Nigerians going to cope? Because Nigerians were complaining before. Now it's going to get really terrible. It's about to go down. Guys, I went to about, let me not exaggerate, 10 POS center today, and none of them had money. None of them had money. There is no money. Like, there is no money in the land. May God help us. So with this now, it means that Nigerians should just be waiting to collect money on election day, because this will just only ginger people to collect money on the election day. Because I don't know how Nigerians are going to cope for, it's like 7 days to the election. How are we going to cope? Like, how hey. Anyway, before we go into the details of today's news, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe, turn on the post notification bell so that you'll be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Give this video a massive thumbs up so that it gets recommended to other YouTube viewers all around the world. Lastly, leave your comments in the comment section. I love to hear from you. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. Breaking news: all banks in Nigeria shut down completely till after 2023 elections over attacks. The Association of Senior Staff of Banks, Insurance and Financial Institutions has directed all bank workers to stay away from work starting from Monday 20th February 2023. The banks are not expected to resume operations till after the 2023 elections. The directive is coming as more bank branches come under attack by hoodlums across the country owing to the current naira scarcity. The association had on Thursday, during a media briefing in Lagos, warned that it might be forced to direct its members to stay away from work if the attacks on banks and their staff were not immediately halted by the government and concerned security authorities. In a follow-up statement signed by Olusoji Oluwole, ABS BFI's national president, and date February 17, the association said its national secretariat has been inundated with reports of threats and attacks on lives and properties of members and bank branches. The letter, with reference and addressed to all unit presidents and secretaries, was titled Stay at Home Order. It reads: the National Secretariat has been inundated with reports of threats and attacks on lives and properties of members and bank branches, and subsequently has been on the field to monitor and confirm the reports. We issued warnings and appeals to government to provide security measures for the safety of lives and properties of our members within and outside the bank premises, but regrettably, the attacks have continued without any form of security for the safety of our members, and the recent being the attack today, Friday 17 February 2023, on one bank branch at Ekpe, Lagos State. We cannot leave the lives and properties of our members exposed to obvious danger. Consequently, all members should today immediately stay away from work in any states where bank branches are attacked. This is to continue every day until normalcy is restored. Please note you will be availed further directives as events develop. Oh my God, like everybody in this country, nobody, no matter how rich you are, you have felt this cash scarcity one way or the other, because even the APC governors, the governors who are APC members, they have been out telling, people in their state to still continue collecting these old naira notes, because they do not want people to start fighting in their states, like, or should we say, because they themselves have stored money at home and they do not want these monies to go to waste. They want to be able to share this money on the election day. You guys, it's not been easy. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I went to like 10 POS agents today, and none of them had money. None of them. If this strike should, start on Monday, it means like, hey, the situation is going to get worse. Like, it's going to get really worse. Nigerians should just, fasten their belts and sit tight. If you don't have food at home, go and buy food at home, because, hey, God, with this money scarcity, so the way people are going to collect money on the election day, you will be shocked. Even people that have never collected money before on the election day will collect. Like, banks are saying they are going to come back to work after election. Like, how are Nigerians going to cope? It's really going to get worse. Like, I've never experienced such a thing in my life before. Like, although we get the fact that we get what they are trying to do, we get it, but should I say the means that they are using is not like the measures. They did not really put, good measures in place, because how did we get here? This is not the first time Nigeria is, redesigning currency. At least I've witnessed two or three in my lifetime, if not more than. So this is not the first time. So why is this one like this? Although I would say that, during those periods there was nothing like a BVN, that is now used to track accounts. Even if you have 10 or 20 accounts, BVN will, track those accounts, and they will know the ones that is registered under your name, and they would know how much you have in total in all those bank accounts combined. You guys remember that it was this BVN that chased these our politicians away from the banks. It was the BVN that now made them to start storing money in Storex and, any other place that they could find. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't. I will see you in my next video.